Clearly, with respect to cloud, the continuing relevance of the enterprise is what we're talking about here. Because I would tell you, the dialogue is really shifting. And those events that used to be dominated by CIOs, now with chief marketing officers also coming in to the conversation, the dialogue is clearly shifting. As a matter of fact, this year IBM, for the first time, ran joint CMO, CIO conferences. We ran one here in New York, and we ran one in Paris for the European theater. And some very interesting feedback from those dialogues, right? First of all, many of the CMOs and a lot of the CIOs said that those 2 or 3 days was the most time that they ever spent with each other in their entire careers, number one. But number two, the really relevant point that came out of it is particularly around cloud and cloud synergy, and really the relevance of the enterprise is how important the joint dialogue is between the business elements of the enterprise and the IT elements of the enterprise, and how quickly cloud is becoming an enabler of not only those dialogues, but also of reinventing those business processes, which was the other key point that Bill talked about earlier today. From an enterprise point of view, building those enduring customer relationships and delivering IT without boundaries, improving speed and dexterity and transforming the economics of IT really is the conclusion of the CMO and the CIO business paradigms, and the key elements to reach this new constituency that we're all seeing and we're all faced with. If you ask the survey participants to say, give me your top worry beads about cloud. And then the next question, give me the key benefits that you see about cloud. Up until this particular year, the worry beads far outweighed the benefits. What we saw this year was a decided change. Because each one of those in a typical survey, you would say, okay, what are you worried about? Well, cost. How worried are you? 1 through 5. Okay, well, off the charts. I'll rate that a 6. And so that's the kind of rating scenario. So if you looked at the detractors, and you looked at the numbers of the top 10, and then you looked at the benefits and the numbers of the top 10, the detractors were way over to the 5, and the benefits were in the 3-2 range. So very lukewarm. Yeah, I think there's a benefits there, but there's way too much stuff going on around the edges here that I'm not ready. This year we've seen that shift. And I know Bill has seen that shift because we've talked to him. I know others have seen that shift as well. With the exception of one worry bead that consistently stays up at the top of the list, close to 5 on a scale of 1 to 5, and that's security. With the exception of that particular worry bead, we've seen a dramatic shift where the benefits, business flexibility, business process re-engineering, the ability to reach new clients, the ability to bring the social networking element into my enterprise versus cost and complexity, and I don't know how to do it, and et cetera. Major shift this year. So client sentiment around cloud and cloud technologies is dramatically changing. And that's good news for all of us, both as a user, both as a provider, because there's a lot of room in this spectrum. We're starting to see significant, not only point solutions, but services and APIs building for the client to be able to quickly embed those services into the enterprise process. But it all starts with enterprise choice. and to the extent of how you want to approach re-examining your business processes, tearing them apart and reconstructing them to meet the needs of the overall business challenge that you're providing. I'm very excited to be able to talk to you about some of the things that we've been doing, and I would tell you that our company, from an overall investment point of view, continues to see the value here, continues to see the opportunity to play with multiple partners across the board in building these ecosystems, but more importantly, intends to play a very significant role, as we always have, in assuring the relevance of the enterprise as we move forward. Thank you very much.